So you might be wondering why there is a giant pink bus parked outside the barn. Well, there is a good reason for that, because I'm going on a national tour with a very famous shop, and that shop is called Harrods. Now, before we do these tours, we usually spend a day in the city doing a photo shoot and a bit of video to promote the fact that we're doing this. But I've got some terrible news. They want me to be outside Harrods with this bus tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Promotional tours like this take up a lot of energy, time and money to put together. And especially when we're dealing with a prestigious client like Harrods, we want to make sure that everything is perfectly presented and everything is on schedule. So when I drove away from the barn, I left an extra 45 minutes on the table just in case there was an issue. And it is a very good thing I did, because when I got to the M25, which is the major motorway ring road around London, it was shut. The sat-nav then sent me on a detour, which, guess what, was an extra 45 minutes. So when I got there with seconds to spare, I was told to pull up on one side and wait a second because they were messing about with some lights. Now, as it turns out, they were going to light up the entire building in pink for this photo shoot, but they were having a bit of trouble with it. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the Harrods building in real life. I'm sure some of you have. It's really impressive just as it is, but apparently they've got this whole new rig which allows them to light the whole thing up in colors of their choice. So I'm sitting there faffing about with my phone, just waiting, hoping not to be a nuisance parked up on the side of the Brompton Road, when suddenly the radio crackles and the entire building turns pink in front of me and we are told to go, go, go. Well, anyway, you can see it here. It's just really impressive.
You know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I just got it on video.
We are pink. You can go for it.
It's now up to me, the videographers and the photographers to try and get a shot of just the bus outside without any traffic, and of course do all this before the sun comes up. So I'm outside the back of Harrods. It's been really tricky because the road is so busy, but we've been able to do a few drive-bys and get all the brilliant photographs for social media and for the online advertising campaign. Success so far. So all the video footage and all the pictures have all been taken. Luckily the client's really happy. Well, the pictures speak for themselves, don't they? It was totally worth getting up that early to get the sunrise, to get it in the dark. They're really pleased. It was a bit tricky doing a loop driving to and fro the store because the back streets around there are just so hazardous, so many parked cars and parked vehicles, and it was a bit of a tight squeeze here and there, especially in the dark, but in the end all was good, and we're now going to head back to base. Driving in central London. Why bother? So I've come to Raccoon today to have a quick look and see how they are getting on with the inside of the very pink
Harrods Hbeauty Tour bus. Let's go check it out.
So let's have a look inside the Harrods bus. Well, it's obviously a bit of a building site, but essentially there's going to be 6 different brands that are going to be displaying their products. So there's going to be one brand here, one in the middle here. They've already painted the different colors for it. They've done the ceiling. And then another brand are going to have this backspace, which will look really cool. Obviously, it'll all be lit up with really lovely lighting, but at the moment they're doing all the painting of these handrails, and they've vinyl wrapped the side walls here of the stairwell. So now we're going upstairs, and we're going to have another brand in this first section as you walk up, and then one in the middle here, and then another at the back. So yeah, it just goes to show. It just goes to show how much work goes into these buses. It's all well and good having them looking lovely and pink on the outside, but of course it's the inside that matters. So obviously this is all very much makeup and beauty related, but if any of you guys are interested in coming on the tour, checking out the bus in situ, here are all the details. All the information of the tour is on the website, which you're looking at right now. It also tells you all the products they're going to be displaying. If you want to take part, guys, you have to book a slot. Otherwise, they can't guarantee that you can take part. If you just want to come and see me, say hello and chat about buses, you can do that and you don't have to book a slot for that, okay? You're all welcome to come and check it out, but bear in mind that the second weekend, the Milton Keynes dates, I will not be on it because I have a prior engagement with my very own bus 2355. All right, now listen up. It's confession time. I offer complete transparency on this channel, and when the Harrods bus came back from its little early morning photo shoot, it wasn't entirely shaped the same as when I left. When at 6:30 in the morning, in the dark, I was told to head down some residential street, I was faced with some roadworks. And this prompted a U-turn in a narrow road with lots of parked cars and motorcycles and push bikes. And in the end, when I did my final turn coming out of it, I might have collected a curb. Now, I fessed up straight away. When I got back to Raccoon, I spoke to one of the managing directors. I said, Gary, I've damaged your bus. I showed him a picture of the damage and he sort of went, don't worry about it. But he said, he goes, I bet you won't put this in your video though, will you? Well, Gary, especially for you, here's the damage. And I'm going to say it one more time and then I'm going to forget about it forever. Gary, I'm so sorry I dented your bus. Okay, mate, I hope you still love me. Guys, thanks so much for watching this little quick update. There's going to be a few more because there's a lot going on right now. So make sure you watch this space, and that space is called Pete and his bus.